Well, hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and if you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it too. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Pubg, and today's video is all about the M762, full spraying with the M762 on 3x scopes and the like, and why I run this gun over the M416. In fact, why I prefer it as my primary AR outside of airdrops and things, pretty much on every map. That's a bot that was not meant to be in the final cut, Bushka, for God's sakes. This is the clip where we're going to look at, just pretend it's an early Christmas present and you're all getting something special under the Christmas tree. And even if you don't believe in Christmas, then you just got a bot for nothing. So be happy, you whinger. The M416 is great. I'm not belittling that. I use it all the time. It's a great gun. But this is the gun I prefer. There's a few things that hold you back from running this weapon. One is it really, really needs a specialized loadout in terms of attachments. It's very hard to run this gun without the perfect attachments. And two, a lot of people don't know what those attachments are because they've not watched the videos that I've done on the barrel where I've done extensive spray tests and come up with a very, very surprising best attachment. And it is not the vertical foregrip. And I actually ran a game on Sanok yesterday, running the barrel, spraying the crap out of everyone. Now, and I was using the vertical to showcase how much more difficult it is to run the vertical for me, and then I switched to my preferred grip, which is the angled grip, and you'll see an immediate difference in the sprays when we get to that portion of the video. So watch on till the end. You're going to see some pretty crazy stuff going on with the barrel. The other thing is it's hard to find a compensator. So if I can't find a compensator and an angled grip, I'll take a half grip over anything else, but the angled first. Then it's hard to do extreme range sprays with the barrel. And because of that reason alone, it can be very, very difficult for people who want to run this gun and do those long sprays, which they really, really enjoy. Personally, I love the barrel because on a map like Sanok particularly, this is incredibly effective in close quarters. Like if it runs into an M762, M416 fight, and you're both starting at the same time, the M762 is just going to win. Its time to clear a level 2 vest is 0.285 seconds. The M416's time to clear a level 2 vest is 0.38 seconds. Now you say, that's only when all the shots hit, and that's a very good point. But when you're on a map like Sanok, it's so easy to be stuck in those engagements where you're running out from behind a rock, and all that counts is how fast you can clear that target. Like it's literally the only thing that counts, and people will die with an M416 in their hands rather than pick up an AKM or a barrel. And that's all right. That's your prerogative. But I just want you to understand that if you can click this gun up right, and get the right kind of weaponry attachments for it, then you're going to be a lot happier. Weaponry attachments, you idiot. Go back and read the dictionary, you grub. Surely you can find a better simile for weaponry attachments. Oh my God. I will grant you that the iron sights are a little bit cumbersome. I love them at first, but I think it was just recency bias where running the barrel iron sights, it was like they were working for me, and you can see a lot of the time they work for me, but they are very difficult. I find that you're more or less tracking the target where you think it should be, and it's not actually using the iron sight at all. It's not like the AKM like that. So I'll run a red dot with this thing all day long, and I'll have a 6x or a 3x on a switch where you can spray with that at range. The other thing that is a little bit of a drawback with the barrel is obviously it's 7.62. I thought this guy was a bot at first, but you can see he starts strafing across, and I'm like, I think he's just not that good, or he's a new player. Probably a new player because I couldn't get a game in solos FPPs on Asia for some reason. So I ended up playing solo FPPs on NA yesterday. And I'm going to show you some sprays here with the vertical foregrip. So, and this will really illustrate this. You can hear this. There was like this massive gunfight over here, full auto guns going on to my north, on the edge of the circle, and no one was dying. Like these guys are just all firing at each other over there, and no one was dying. And then they all started trying to run to the zone independently. So I was sitting here trying to camp it, and yeah, this bloke turned up. Now you saw one of the things about full auto spraying a weapon at any kind of range, particularly when you get up to like 100 meters or so, with like at that kind of range where it's a very small target, is it's hard to actually keep the gun, especially the barrel, down. Now, the barrel has enormous vertical recoil, okay? Enormous. Its vertical recoil is ridiculous. But unlike, say, the G36C, which has a lot higher vertical recoil than an M416, the barrel also has crazy wide horizontal recoil. So for the barrel, it really is about controlling the horizontal recoil. The vertical recoil is just something you have to learn to live with and get better at. And also, I'm not jumping down there till I hear him go for the medkit. I just heard him start going for a medkit, and that's why I jumped. I've jumped down before, and they've just rinsed me as I'm flying through the air. So I was very, very careful about that. That's why I think if you run the sprays and you check out the angled grip with the barrel, you can see now I'm going to change to the angled. I just wanted to use that vertical foregrip to show you how much more difficult it is. And these guys, I've been camping them out here for ages. It all went silent over there. I'm like, there's no one died though. I watched the kill feed. There was just no one dead over there. There's some dude who's up there on the top of the mountain in a fight, and I third party him. Unfortunate for him. And these guys eventually start rolling in. They're still firing. Like, I don't know. No one's dying over there. There's all this gunfight, but no one's actually dying, right? And eventually... and this is now, we've got the 6X down to a 3X with the barrel and the angled grip. And this is where it really does shine. We don't even have a compensator here. I could not find a compensator. It didn't matter who I killed. Some games you find 15 of the things. And other days you can't find an AR compensator to save your life. This is the guy who got the one kill that I saw over there, AJ Scorpion. Also note the crouching. With the barrel, you have to crouch. If you've ever watched Wacky Jackie, the first video I ever watched on the M76... Oh! And sometimes the gatekeeper gets gatekept. Look at me crouching. Like, crouching is absolutely key. And did you see how many shots hit there so quickly because we're crouching? And there's a guy jumps into, I don't know if you saw that. He's going into those log houses just on the other side of us. So I go down and I gatekeep him again. And this is the last bloke from that huge bunch of gun-toting grubs over there that weren't actually killing anyone. Here he is. Running along, doesn't even have a weapon out. He's just running in the blue. He waited in there, waited in there, waited in there. He knew he's getting gatekept. I can't help it. I love a bit of gatekeeping. And kudos to that bloke too, who snuck up behind me while I was spraying away and gatekept me. Where the hell was I? Yeah, so if you're using the angle grip, you'll be a lot better off. The horizontal recoil is tough when they are lying down on this or crouching low. You've got to really, but look at that, that's a really solid spray. That's probably 100 meters with the M762, and we are just churning through it. The ammo is tough because you can't carry as much 762 as you can carry 5.56, and as we get towards the end of the game here, you're going to note that I am actually running low. I'm running the M24 as well, but really, Sanok, oh, here we go. Excellent stuff. And we're moving into the final circle. Only 2 left here. Now, it is good. It's very, very good once you get used to this and once you set it up correctly. I would highly recommend going on the range, getting your 3X and working on your ADS sensitivity for your 3-scope, okay? When you put a 6X down to a 3X, it becomes a 3X. Don't worry about what your 6X sensitivity is. And you're going to see here, we blow this spray on this bloke over here on the left. I think it's Philistine or something is his name. Yeah, there he goes. We're crouching. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. And that's probably the extreme range of the barrel. That's probably where it's, if they're running side to side, going down, and you're only got a half torso to aim at, that's where it struggles. Because whatever you will say about the M416, its vertical recoil is much, much more temperate and inclined to be gentle than the barrel M762 is. But still, in terms of close quarters combat, all those CQC engagements you've seen me with, like the guy that gatekept me had an M416, I think, and the barrel chewed him up before he could actually get the win, despite the fact that my ping is absolutely nutty. If you want to know all these numbers, remember, go to thebushka.com, and I'm just working the middle of this circle here. I can see that that guy has probably moved along to the base area, down there to the right a little bit further now. That is still in the circle, just the edge of the water, and there's going to be another bloke pop up there in a ghillie suit. He is... That's Philistine. He goes down as well. And then we've just got our last bloke left. We've only got a little bit of ammo left, about 120 rounds all up. But I mean, this is for me the ultimate weapon in terms of if you can control the recoil, you can have a gun that will both smash in CQC and be super effective in long-range sprays. Here we go for the game. Yes, happy days. Thank you so much for watching the Beryl M762. Is it the best world drop AR in the game? I think it is. I love it. It's crazy. The only gun you'd probably put up there with it in terms of a world drop AR would be the G36C because it's got the most stupid recoil you can possibly imagine. I don't know how that thing has not been nerfed. It doesn't have any horizontal recoil. Look after yourselves and stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.